It's time for Maggie and the Moms. Sponsored by Tampa General Hospital.
Girls getting glow-ups, boys worried about looksmaxxing. This is the culture that we live in. What is it saying to our kids that the focus is so much on appearance? Welcome, everyone, to Maggie and the Moms, the podcast. We are tackling this topic today with our guests, Margaret Zakarian. She has 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. She is the president of Zakarian Hospitality. Yamel Belen is a registered nurse. She's a doula. She's a business owner. She's a podcast host. And as if that's not enough, this woman has 5 children. I couldn't even say boys, girls, ages, because that's too many for me to keep track of, Yamel.
4 girls, 1 boy.
4 girls, 1 boy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So she's going to have a lot to say about this topic because they're also all different ages. So you can give us some perspective on that. Yeah. Deanna Moore, our executive producer over there at the helm. 2 daughters, 9 and 10.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, right? Almost 11 next week.
Oh, and next week?
Yay.
Already?
October 3rd, Taylor Swift Day.
Oh.
And Mean Girls
So
Day.
what does she want to do? You always you're going to bake her some awesome cake, aren't you?
Chocolate mousse cake, which I will save that recipe for you for December.
Yes.
She wants to go to the Glass Noodle, and then she wants to go to the Vinoy for pastry because she's fancy.
That's a very fancy hotel
fancy.
Here in our neck of the woods. She deserves it. Mm-hmm. She deserves it. All right. So this whole thing, I don't know if your girls are about this yet, but definitely every child who has social media knows what this glow up thing is. You have 2 daughters. They're older. But, I'm sure they're very much aware of this. Has this affected them in any way? And would you like to define what a glow up is?
So I think I will take a
not
stab
exactly
at
sure.
the glow up terminology. It's the term that is used from when you leave a certain grade and then you come back to school in the fall and you've had your glow up. It's like you've changed from being one way, I guess, more
so
childlike.
Like Sandy in Greece.
Yes, she had a glow up. Exactly. I guess it doesn't have to be over the summer. But
Okay.
I guess that is where I first started hearing it. Like, so-and-so had a glow
Had a
up over
glow
the
up.
summer.
Okay.
It's, just like a period of time where someone changes their looks.
Okay.
You date yourself. You make
Sandy
me
with
laugh.
Greece. That's the first thing I thought of.
Yes.
Remember, she was all with the sweaters and hopelessly devoted. And then
yes.
she became, by the end, this ay.
Yes. And yes, I first started noticing, I think it was during COVID, during that lockdown period where there was nothing to do. So there was like a lot of content made by home content creators on hair and makeup. And it was something to do, like especially for my oldest. So she really actually learned through those videos to do her makeup and her hair. And it's honestly, paying forward, she now doesn't want to go get her hair blown out. She doesn't want to go get her makeup done. She wants to just do it herself because she learned.
That's definitely a positive to come from
right.
that.
And I think as a teen,
Right.
when I look back at my teen years, we didn't know what to do.
No
And you
idea.
look at your photos and you have
You look
funky
like a
makeup
clown.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's also in some way an alternate view of it is it can be positive.
Yeah.
And give yourself, okay, I'm good. I can have,
Yeah.
make myself look the way I want and don't need to spend a lot of money doing it.
So what's the downside? Because
It's a lot of pressure.
people are, that's the thing. People are saying, are these young girls getting the message that they have to buy all these expensive skin creams and all this expensive makeup and they have to look perfect in order to be accepted, liked, popular, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they are calling themselves Sephora kids.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it. I see it. I see both ways because think about us. I don't know about you guys, but I would sit at the end of my mom's bed and watch her putting on. She wasn't like a makeup person, but she always had luxurious lotions and spraying her perfume and putting on her scarf. That was very appealing to me as a girl. So I can see my girls paying attention to that. And hello, with a house full of girls, 4 girls, we always have had a lot of hair products.
Sure, I can imagine.
Right, everybody has curly hair.
And in Latino culture, where it's all about being presumida, as my mom calls it,
Yes.
you cannot leave the house without makeup. You cannot leave the house without your hair
At
done.
least well done. Like for us,
Yeah.
for me, my mom, we didn't do makeup early on, and I have the same with the girls, but you should be groomed.
Sure.
Put on your little earrings, put on some, your
And
lips
by
are
the way, I
moisturized.
believe that you should be
I like that.
neat in your appearance.
Right. But what I am not liking, especially as someone that loves skincare and learns a lot about skincare is that they're targeting these girls, like let's say Juliana, that's 11, shouldn't be applying retinol. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm not liking.
Exactly.
So we are finding different products that are for her skin.
Exactly.
Right.
And then if they see these young girls that age with these full skincare regimens and these full faces of makeup, what do you have to look forward to? Like, what is the rush, people?
Yes.
And they're too young for that.
I do see, though, in a way that I would never have done, they send pictures of themselves like with no makeup, like on their Snapchat, on their social. They're not afraid to send things that make them look bad. And so that also is like so interesting.
Yeah.
There's not everything has to be perfect. Like, you would never send out a picture of yourself.
Well, then
as a
that
teenager
seems like a healthy kid then.
Well,
who's doing that.
I think oddly also some of the social platforms encourage it's not, you don't have to be perfect and you're just saying hi to your friend, or you send a picture of you crying because you're sad about a show. Like there's
True.
a weird balance of like not being perfect and then also this like over glow up kind of culture. Whereas I feel like you would just put that face forward,
And you
never
wouldn't
send out a
dream
picture.
of, no,
you would
it's
never
so
want
true.
the boys to see you in a gross t-shirt and your hair in a scrunchie.
Gosh,
that
that is absolutely
so
true.
it's bizarre. There's like a bizarre dichotomy.
Something I don't like is that like these you have to remind them that these girls, like, they're like, oh, I saw this girl and she got what do they call it? Oh my gosh, what's the word? Not stash. Haul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Sephora hauls, the Ulta hauls. Yeah, that's
and they
very
all
popular.
like want to be on social media, so they get a bunch of free stuff, and then they want to become influencers, and then I don't know. I don't love that either.
I don't. I think it's sort of like, why are you want to show off everything you bought?
I
It's
don't
kind of bragging.
understand it.
I don't like that either.
I do show my hauls sometimes, guys, but
But what
Don't
we're not
judge.
judging. What is a haul? Is it something? And by the way, you're not a teen girl. Is it
No.
something? The stuff that you bought, stuff that you got for free. What's a haul exactly?
just, I mean, it could be either or. It could be a haul of what you got PR. Like my daughter does get PR, but she's in her 20s already, and her platform is more curly hair niche, right?
Okay.
So she's showing that. For me, I've highlighted things that I'm purchasing with my own money, and maybe the on-screen caption is products that I recommend for mature skin.
Perfect.
You know, things like that, just an education.
And even if those were free and you like them, I don't have a problem with you. You're a full-grown woman who's not doing it because you have to use
But I'm not an
you know?
over consumer, and I don't promote that, so I don't do a lot of hauls. But I do watch some hauls because I learn a lot. The little girls I don't see them watching a whole bunch of hauls, but I have seen that they have learned some things about like Bubble and all these other products that they're just cute. I mean, think about the beauty industry. They're so smart in the way that they market to
strategic
women, to young girls. So they are cute, but it's, again, having those conversations and explaining to them, we don't need all these things. This is what we need.
Yes.
And sure, you can buy another moisturizer, but you need to finish this one first.
Yeah. So social media opens all that Pandora's box. Your daughters are not on social media.
No.
Do they even know that this world is out there? This
They
glow
do,
up culture world?
because even if you don't have kids who are on social media, they're friends. Even though they're just as young as 9, 10, and 11, their friends are on social media, so they're influencing them in a little bit of a way. But I try to keep them a little sheltered. I don't know if I'm successful at that or not. I heard somebody say the other day that we used to try to keep our girls off the pole, and you know what pole I'm talking about, and now it's trying to keep them from being influencers. I'm not saying influencing is a bad thing, but sometimes it's a slippery slope. You can go from, hauls to OnlyFans in 0 to 60 seconds,
Yep.
So that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Yep.
Influencing is finite. I don't want that to be a goal for my child or my children, because it's like by 30, you can't be an influencer anymore. So what's plan B?
Mm-hmm.
They can't be just influencers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tell Jeffrey he has got to stop.
Well, he was a
He's
chef.
post 30. Deanna.
He was. Wait. I'm coming to the defense of Jeffrey Zakarian, who was and is a very successful chef who worked his way from the bottom and earned the right to now be an influencer.
A full-time job.
Now he's an influencer.
I'm just
Because you
teasing.
earned that right. I know you are, but I still had to do it. I had to defend my boy. All right. So I was going to make a point about this. I saw this mom the other day. I loved this. have you seen it? Her daughter's young. It doesn't have social media yet, but the mom is posting videos of how she's putting her daughter through social media school in preparation for giving her social media. And she posts her lessons. Okay, this is how this works. This is how that works. This is what you do if you come across a mean comment. And I thought, like, present all the possible perils that you can think of that are associated with social media. Educate them on what it really is, what you're going to encounter there, and then give your child that if you must. I loved that.
Yeah.
Right?
A toolkit.
A toolkit. A toolkit. Because so many of us are like, okay, you're the age, you've driven me crazy begging for this. Go, here. That's not enough.
And then we literally
like
hand
handing
them the world.
A loaded gun.
I know.
Yeah. And then saying, just go.
Yeah.
Unsupervised.
Can't do that. And so for boys, because I have a 15-year-old, your son is
19.
19, your son is
11.
11. Okay, Looksmaxxing is a very real thing. All of a sudden, it coincided with the time that he really started caring about girls, so I don't know if that's the reason, but the cologne had to have 50 million different colognes, had to have a certain haircut. Frankly, I was happy to see my son care about his appearance finally. Because you used to walk out of the house I'm like, did you shower, brush your teeth, think about what you put on? So I didn't mind it, and I don't mind it. Is Looksmaxxing something to be concerned with?
It didn't happen with us. I was like you, that when William started paying attention to I was celebrating.
You're like, hygiene, yay!
Yes, you can take the longest shower. I do not care. Now in college is when I'm seeing it. William has big curly hair. He refuses to cut it, but he really cares for it, conditions it, always stealing our products, William. So I'm seeing it now, like the cologne and, how does this fit look? And, into sneakers, like his sister is. They're very much like into all types of sneakers, but not at 11 or early high school. I didn't see that with him.
And
so
not
I think
like, when does it become, because I think all of that sounds like a great thing.
Yes.
Like with my son, when does it become something negative or something to worry about? When it's a matter of like, I can't go out looking any other way but like this because I won't be liked or accepted?
Yeah, I mean, I
Right?
would think like if it's preventing like normalized social interaction or causing like major anxiety, probably for some, like that would be probably
Causing vanity when it becomes everything is about the way that you look.
There you go.
And it's
There
all
you
about
go.
my hair. And with boys, it becomes about muscles. Like
Very much so.
everybody's into this like
Gosh, very
bodybuilding
much so.
culture, and it's not about being healthy. It's about
Is your nephew like that?
he's a baseball player, so it's different.
The sports component is another interesting thing.
Yeah, but there are these, I don't know, there's a name for it. Kids are always coming up with names where like
Something maxing.
they
Flex
work out
maxing.
so much that they're not healthy, like they're not really strong. They just look strong because they're just working on like, it's leg day, bro, my abs, my arms, but then they're not really physically strong. So you just don't want the kids to be vain.
Yes, I think it just comes back to Margaret's point. If it's the girl who cares about her appearance and wants to learn how to do her makeup, but can go out in a ponytail and a t-shirt and is happy like that too, it's a balance. It's right.
Moderation.
Moderation.
George did ask for the gum that was
Gum? What
like
are you
in the
talking
article about the Looksmaxxing, like you.
Oh, to chew the...
I didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't buy it. I don't know where. Maybe Jeffrey bought it. For him.
For jaw?
Yeah, it's like super
it's for,
hard to chew, and it like
It's for this
it
thing.
makes
What
the
is
muscle
this thing
defines
called
your
again?
muscles. And
Oh, wow.
Oh, I forgot what this
Just to
thing
make
is
a
called that they
chiseled
do.
jaw.
Yeah,
jawline.
and you have to...
Yeah,
like a mandible, like
No, this has a name, and we did a Maggie and the Moms about it, where they do like a thing to like their jaw has to be perfect.
So
I forgot the name.
He must have learned about it on YouTube, or someone must have mentioned it to him. I don't know where.
Why
he would have
didn't
seen
you
it.
want to buy the gum?
I didn't know about it until it came into the house, and I was like, "What is it?" He's like, "Oh, it said on it like hard to chew, like I don't know something
to work out
Your
like, to
jaw
work
to have a more
jawline?
chiseled jaw.
Wow.
My son told
But
me
he
you have
threw it
a
away.
great jaw, Mom. I'm like, wow, okay.
Thank
I
you.
haven't cared about my jaw, but so yeah, it's definitely something they're
Do you chew that
focusing
gum,
on.
Maggie?
I don't. You got to give me the name. I didn't know.
But
All
there's
right.
always something they're selling on social media and
It's
those
so
ads. It's like
true.
either for your jaw or make your face. I don't know. It's crazy.
And it goes back to the looks, right? So it's the same, like with
so
the
true.
girls in the halls. It's about us making sure that there's a balance of, are we having conversations and spending time outside of and I've said this before.
Amen.
I love social media. My businesses, I feel, thrived
Yep.
because in the beginning I didn't have marketing money, so I would use
Yeah.
social media.
Yes.
However, even me as an adult, I find myself saying like, yeah, we've already spent enough time on TikTok today. Like we need to go and touch some
There are
grass.
pluses and minuses.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And you have to, you're the adult. Your kid doesn't realize that the person who invented that gum and came up with the marketing that it helps your jaw be chiseled is laughing all the way to the bank because your boys are buying that.
Amen.
So, you have to just, you're the adult. Don't let them be easily fooled.
And I think with the boys in the workout video, like I think, once you're watching one, right, it's targeting you with more and more and more. So if, you're constantly being reinforced of, oh, here's an ab workout, here's an arm workout, here's whatever, however the algorithm works, it's just funneling you in deeper into
Deeper
that.
and deeper.
So like you said, just, ensuring setting the device down, like let's go outside, like balancing.
Let's have
in
dinner
some way.
together.
Let's have dinner
talk
together.
about nothing. Let's laugh together.
Let's play a board game.
Yes.
Apparently, it's making us all around the world look the same. Have you heard about this? Like we're homogenized now. If you look at any woman or man who is on TikTok, our lips and our foreheads and our jawlines and our eyebrows are all the same. Like we're becoming homogenized
We're
because
all
we're all
using the
doing
same
the
filter.
same. Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Let's be individuals.
Yeah, amen to that. I saw another related to this topic of the focus on appearance. I saw a headline that there was a former Dancing with the Stars pro, Lindsay Arnold, who said that when she was a kid, her parents never let her have a scale in the house, never allowed her to weigh herself because they wanted that number not to matter in her life. And I thought, I have a scale. Am I a terrible person? Where are we on the scale? Having a scale and
Maggie,
allowing
not
your
a terrible-
kids.
You can never be a
Overuse.
terrible person,
Yeah.
Maggie.
Yes.
Exactly.
For real.
Yeah, but I wondered too. I mean, my kids don't weigh themselves. I'm the one who uses it. But are you sending a message if you care about the number on the scale?
William is a bigger guy. He's O-line on his college football team, so you guys can imagine. And he's always been a big guy. I had huge kids. He was my 9-pounder.
Oh my gosh!
And I remember going to the
my
pediatrician and asking, like, he's 1, but in a 2T, 3T, and my pediatrician, I love him, Dr. Williams, looked at me and said, Yamel, we are all different. Your husband is very tall. This is William's body makeup. You guys feed them well. I know you guys as a family. So that was always a message that I conveyed to Will. And fast forward to him going into college and having to submit these applications to the different colleges, he focused on that, on body image and things that he was told in school that he wouldn't even tell us because he knew, hello, Latina mom.
Yeah, you come after him.
And one of the words that was used was fat. And so I said, Dad, why didn't you tell us? And he said, because I wasn't fat. You told me I was strong. You told me I was William. I wasn't fat. I was just William. And now William is, he's always been, we call him our Delulu. William is like, I'm making the football team. I'm going to get on the college team. I'm like,
By the way, not delusional because he did do all that.
He did do all that. But I love his Delulu that he's just like all the things. He's always like, of course I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that it had a lot to do with our conversation.
For sure.
I have
Clearly.
to say that at home.
Clearly.
Yeah. So yeah, the scale can be there. We all use the scale sometimes. Sometimes we're cracking jokes how Tatiana's like so tiny that William can pick her up like with one hand. And Tatiana, how much do you weigh? And me like, okay, am I still like how I was last year? But I think it's the overuse, like how we talk to ourselves too. Our girls are watching, our boys are watching, right?
Oh, yes.
So,
Like never say, I'm so fat. I'm so never.
Yes.
No, but there is a time when the girls start to be aware enough that they start to like comment to you. Like
Yes.
I remember like the girls are like, Mom, like your butt is a little
I don't believe it.
they're little, they're
Yeah.
little. And
Yes, and the
like,
truth
that's
comes
true.
out. They
Yeah,
poke your
that's
stomach.
true.
That's true. That's
Is there
true.
a baby in there?
Is there a baby
No.
in there? Do you all have a scale? Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have a scale,
What
just
is the
don't have batteries.
Oh. Or the batteries are in there from 1992.
Corroded.
Corroded in the scale. That's good, Deanna. That is very good. I think it also comes down to make sure that they have a healthy relationship with food it's all about how we talk to them, but also the relationship with food matters. How do you go about cultivating that in your family? And I feel like, Margaret, you're the perfect person to ask.
Oh, okay. Well, I will gladly input on this. You know, from the beginning, for sure, just like hands on, like cook this, put this in the pot, stir this. And even later, you could start doing that, because the more someone's feeling like they're involved in it, like the more willing they're going to be to try it. It's just a human instinct. Like if something seems like, I don't know that, I'm not going to put it in my body. That's like your natural survival mode. So the more someone can be with a product or work with a product, the more likely they are going to eat it. And I certainly have a sweet tooth. I like treats, but my message is always like, okay, let's not buy the disgusting, like popsicle that's like corn syrup and dye. Let's go and get like a fresh ice cream, or you know, like let's get just a whole huge sundae with like a fresh made brownie. So it's not like taking away the fun or the sweets or the treats. It's just find the things and indulge in things that have the right ingredients, as the way that I try to approach it. But the food dyes, I'm huge on.
Oh,
like
yes.
I've made a big push in our school to get rid of food dyes.
And the plastic containers, we have avoided that too now. I think that I went a little bit overboard. Since our kids were born, we're like, no fast food. Let's make that a thing in our house. No McDonald's, no this, no that. And by the way, this is a girl who like grew up on McDonald's, because I went there a lot. But it got to the point that we had talked to our kids so much about fast food being a bad thing that one time we were on a road trip. I think you know this story. And my daughter, I don't know how old she must have been, maybe 11. We were starving. We're like, oh, let's just go to Wendy's. And she starts to cry. We can't. I can't eat that, Mom.
With the fear of God in her.
That. That's not. She refused, cried. And I'm like, oh, did we go too far with that message? So I don't know. I think it's like just making sure they know this is. And by the way, then she tried it and it was fine, but it's not something that she craves all the time, because that's not what she's growing up eating most of the time.
That Frosty with French fries dipped in.
Right? Because you have to. Everybody needs to experience that at least, once in their lives.
I remember something Margaret said, and I do this now. What you said, this is like 5 years ago, early Maggie and the Mom's days. You said when you go to a restaurant with your kids, you typically don't let them order on the kids menu, because the kids menu is like chicken tender. It's always the same fatty stuff. And if they order regular food, if you can afford it, obviously, then they eat healthier and their palates become a little bit more expanded. So I remember the first time I did it, I was like, girls, whatever you want. And they're like, what? And my youngest was like, salmon and broccoli.
That's incredible. I say you can't get anything except like the $45 steak.
Yes, with limits.
And quite honestly, we always order and have leftover, so it's like you could just share.
Exactly.
That, like, okay, George can eat. Why don't we just share whatever I order? And he, there's usually plenty. It's another thing, like waste. It's a lot sometimes in restaurants.
What about to wrap this up? The Latino household thing. I don't know about you, Yamel, but no meal in my life was ever complete without rice, white rice. And our vegetables were plátanos, plantains, and yuca, and potato.
And that's not necessarily unhealthy, right? Like a good.
But I never saw
fine.
a carrot. Not even carrot. I saw a carrot. I never saw a Brussels sprout until I was a grown up.
Right. But for us, growing up in a Latino house, I never ate out. There was always food at home. Literally,
was freshly cooked.
We made that slogan. Like there's food at home. My kids call my house the ingredient house, which sounds like Margaret's house too. Like amazing. The ingredient house.
That's wonderful.
But I agree with you. Like it doesn't have to be. We can't have an indulge in a little sweet thing, but we'll make it ourselves. Like we'll make a little cake or some cookies or whatever. Yesterday we did stop at Chili's because we were desperate after dance. And guess what?
You liked it.
My girls didn't finish it.
Oh,
they were like, this didn't taste good, Mom. So in my head, I'm like, yes.
It's because they're used to eating at the ingredient house. Okay, it all comes down to what everything always comes down to for me. Balance, moderation. Thank you, ladies, for your input. I love having you. It goes like that in the blink of an eye. So
too fast.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. All right. We hope that you will tune in again to Maggie and the Moms. We're always looking for topics too. So if you have any ideas, send them my way. Have a great one.